We begin the day's construction by clearing the land. Using a sturdy hoe, the earth is broken up and turned, preparing the soil for foundational work. This initial effort of excavation is crucial, setting the stage for the structures that will rise. Now the heavy work of mixing materials begins. A bag of cement is emptied onto a pile of sand, creating the crucial combination for the mortar. This blend, essential for binding the bricks, requires careful preparation before any masonry can start. The first course of bricks is laid on the wet mortar base, carefully aligning each piece to establish a perfect circular perimeter for the structure. The use of a trowel and small hammer ensures each brick is firmly set and level, beginning the visual definition of the outer retaining wall. More mortar is prepared and carefully applied directly onto the ground in a continuous curved line. This fresh bed of dark, wet concrete serves as a foundation upon which the next section of the brick edging will be placed, extending the neat circular design around the water tower. With the mortar set, the next level of brickwork commences. Each brick is coated with mortar, precisely placed, and tapped into position with a wooden handle to ensure a tight, durable bond and a consistent line. This patient, meticulous process is what creates a strong and visually appealing structure. The circular brick edging continues around the base of the tower, nearing completion. The final bricks are laid near the metal ladder, carefully integrating the masonry with the pre-existing structure for a cohesive and finished look to the project's foundation. The work continues on the central tower with the mason carefully applying the mortar base around the perimeter. She then efficiently loads the wheelbarrow with a stack of bricks. Moving with purpose, she wheels the full barrow over to the site of the new garden beds and empties the bricks onto the ground, preparing the materials for the next stage of construction. With the materials prepared, the foundation work begins on the linear path. The mason carefully levels out a bed of wet mortar along the edge of the future path. She takes her time, ensuring the bed is perfectly flat before picking up the first few bricks and pressing them firmly into the fresh mortar. A trowel is used to clean off excess mortar and adjust the bricks. This first row is essential for a clean, straight edge. Focus shifts to creating the decorative border for the long rectangular garden bed. Using the same technique, a line of mortar is laid down. However, for the border, the mason skillfully places the bricks vertically and diagonally, creating an intricate zigzag or sawtooth pattern. Each brick is tamped down, and excess mortar is smoothed away to ensure a uniform and aesthetically pleasing finish. The diagonal pattern continues, building the decorative raised edge of the garden bed. The builder works quickly, but with precision, carefully laying each brick into the mortar, using the end of her trowel to tap them into position. This intricate pattern is not just for looks. It helps to define the border, prevent soil erosion, and adds a charming, rustic elegance to the landscaping. Moving to the next long garden bed, the construction of the decorative edge proceeds. The mason continues the same zigzag brickwork, working section by section. The level is frequently employed to ensure the tops of the bricks form a straight line, guaranteeing a professional and tidy appearance for the future planting area. The meticulous effort shows her dedication to quality, even in the smallest details. The work continues on the final rows of bricks for the long garden bed. Here, the process involves laying bricks flat and perpendicular to the path, creating a straight border that will hold the soil in place. This simpler, sturdy construction contrasts nicely with the decorative edge, ensuring a functional and durable raised bed ready for planting. The initial rows are complete, and now the process of creating the zigzag border continues. A smooth line of mortar is laid along the base, acting as the setting bed for the next series of bricks. Each brick is carefully positioned at an angle, creating a sawtooth pattern that provides both visual interest and solid definition for the garden bed. Work now focuses on the straight, long borders that will define the main rectangular planting areas. Mortar is again carefully placed along the level line, providing the adhesive for the inclined bricks. The bricklayer works with rhythm and precision, angling each new brick and tapping it into the fresh mortar to ensure a firm hold and a consistent pattern. Moving to the next long bed, the zigzag pattern is repeated. With practiced hands, the bricklayer positions the angled bricks along the fresh mortar line. The consistency of the brick placement is crucial for the overall aesthetic, and she uses her trowel to adjust and set each piece securely against the baseline, ensuring a strong, clean edge. The elevated view reveals the layout of the garden, a central brick structure, the circular planters, and the new rectangular beds now taking shape with their zigzag borders. The bricklayer is seen working on one of the rectangular beds, ensuring the final bricks are set precisely. This work clearly defines the planting zones, making the landscape highly organized and visually striking. With the brick borders of a rectangular bed now finished, the next task is preparing the planting medium inside. She vigorously works the earth within the newly defined boundaries using a shovel, breaking up the clods and turning the soil. This crucial step improves drainage and aeration, creating the ideal loose, healthy environment for future growth. In the circular area surrounding the brick tower, she continues the important work of cultivating the soil. Using the pickaxe and shovel, she breaks up the hard earth, ensuring a suitable bed for planting. The careful preparation of the soil is as vital as the construction of the borders, laying the foundation for a productive garden. The scene begins by showcasing the vibrant green of young crops, a testament to previous successful planting. The focus then shifts to the arduous task of preparing more ground. The worker vigorously breaks up and shovels heavy clay soil from the nearby embankment, filling a wheelbarrow. This freshly excavated earth will be used to enhance the soil quality in the new garden beds. With the wheelbarrow full, she pushes the load past the farm gate and into the prepared garden area. She then efficiently dumps the earth into one of the newly framed rectangular garden beds. This process of manually transporting and spreading the soil is vital for raising the bed levels and ensuring a fertile, deep substrate for planting. Attention turns to the final refinement of the planting beds. Using a garden rake, she meticulously levels the soil inside the rectangular beds, breaking up any remaining clumps and creating a smooth, even surface ready for seeding. The camera then captures the purposeful dumping of gravel into the pathways between the beds, which will serve as drainage and walking surfaces. The work now involves spreading the gravel pathways and finally tuning the soil across the entire layout. From an overhead perspective, the worker uses the rake to evenly distribute the gravel between the raised beds, creating crisp, functional walkways. She then moves to the curved path surrounding the central tower, raking the stone to maintain a tidy and well-defined border. The detailed work on the pathways continues, where she uses the rake to level and clean the gravel path surrounding the central brick structure, ensuring a smooth surface and proper drainage toward the pond. The effort brings a neat, finished look to the hardscaping, setting off the planting areas beautifully. The overhead view reaffirms the striking pattern of the entire garden design. Finally, she focuses her energy on the circular planting area directly at the base of the tower. Using a smaller hoe, she concentrates on loosening and aerating the soil within this confined space. This detailed cultivation ensures that the soil here is as well prepared as the larger beds for the installation With a cylindrical base prepared, the final layer of soil is carefully turned and mounted around the brick structure. Then soil is transported via wheelbarrow to begin preparing the numerous surrounding garden beds. The woman begins adding a fine, darker substrate from a bucket to the surface of the rectangular garden beds. This process is repeated across several beds, suggesting an enhancement or enrichment of the topsoil before planting begins. Preparing the seedlings is an important step. From a freshly harvested bunch of large, leafy greens, the woman gently separates the smaller plants, readying them for transplanting into the meticulously prepared garden beds. Moving to another prepared section, the woman digs small holes and meticulously tucks in the individual seedlings, patting the soil around their base to secure them. This hands-on planting ensures the delicate young plants are firmly established in their new homes. Once the flowers are planted in the circular bed, the woman moves on to the vegetable beds, which are already showing healthy growth. Using a green watering can, she provides a steady, gentle stream of water, hydrating the seedlings and helping them settle into the soil. Returning to the central watchtower base, the woman uses the watering can to gently water the newly planted red and white flowers, ensuring they receive the necessary moisture to thrive and take root.